Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mage the Ascension, Technogate 1999. We are on episode 19 or 20 or I think we're on the episode 20 right now. In any case, the last thing that was just happening was that the crew was preparing to head to Technogate 42, was heading to the desert. So there's a desert ruins. It has some kind of magical place there, place of power that is feeding this shield that is protecting altered Earth, where Tycho's father, Samson, is Samson, right? Yeah,
Samsonite.
Samson Knight. I knew I was got that wrong. Anyways, so Samson, his father Samsonite is Buck Samsonite is stuck behind this shield on this place called Altered Earth, and apparently it has a bunch of super spiritual nukes, specifically along with a bunch of other ones that were created. There is the original two bombs that were dropped in World War II. And those are just some crazy things that his father is trying to stop control from getting its hands on. So they are currently going against orders, and instead of bringing down the shield, which is what Control wanted them to do, they are going to be going into the shield and helping his father basically destroy the realm altogether in the shield itself, and hopefully get themselves out in the process. Anyways, in our last episode, they were gathering information and they ended up helping a group of spirits that they had summoned, which is kind of crazy that you guys are actually working with spirits, except that you have void engineers in your group. So you're kind of seeing them as probably more alien-esque kind of things, but kind of hard to explain that since it is a camel and a fox. But yeah, it's a little weird what you guys are doing. But in any case, you decided to make a pact with some spirits, and their card was under assault by Black Spiral Dancers. You guys had gone in, killed the Black Spiral Dancers, but not before Malakai got his guts ripped out. Malakai was able to get stitched up and is basically being temporarily stopped from death at this point, and the spirits say that they don't have any magic that would be able to heal him, but they would be able to get you right back home from where you are. So you guys are basically just getting teleported in to Phaedra's house. At the same time, Robert goes through the door. But let's go ahead and do a little round of introductions before we go any further. And Tycho, tell us a little bit about your character and what he looks like.
Tycho Vance is a white male in his mid to late 20s. He grew up a child of the construct, where his father, Buck Samsonite, was a legendary void engineer adventurer, and his mother was in charge of the research and execution division there at the construct. When he was 8 years old in 1980, his father went on the mission in which he disappeared. Uh, Tycho continued to grow up and became awakened at a young age. And at the age of 18, went on a little adventure with some werewolves, spent some time out in the Umbra for a few years, and that adventure ended in tragedy, after which he came back home and his mother got him a job at the Construct on Technogate Team 42. He generally wears retro futuristic clothing like metallic jumpsuits, and always wears some sort of weird goggles.
Nice, nice. Phaedra, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you look like.
Phaedra is a 28-year-old black female who usually wears a white blouse, black slacks, a black fanny pack, and a lab coat. She is a progenitor who just recently joined this group about a year ago. Uh, She grew up in Las Vegas in a single parent home. Her mother was a stripper. Uh, when she came to about 17, 18, she was going to leave to go to college to become a doctor so that she can financially support her mother. But then one day came home and her mother was murdered by a dude named Muddin. So instead of school, she went on a manhunt to find this man, dabbled in the occult and conspiracy theories, and slowly became a progenitor. Uh, and then she met this group and then finally got her revenge. Uh, she also, during one of these missions, drank some vampire blood and got some vicissitude, and everything's fine.
It's fine. It's just fine. And also,
Is
it's been
every
acting up lately, but
Also fine.
all right. And Robert, tell us a little bit about your character and what do you look like?
Robert Kell is in his late 20s. He's kind of just your average looking guy. You wouldn't be able to pick him out of a crowd. Always wearing a suit tie, carrying a briefcase. He's got glasses, kind of short, medium length brown hair. Was secretly working with the NWO under control as a gray man, but was tasked with surveying Technogate Team 42 after they kind of got some attention on them. Saw the error of his ways, I guess you could say, and realized that Control's interest might not be in line with his own, and has kind of been walking that fine line ever since, trying to keep helping the team, but keeping Control at bay.
Very nice. Very nice. Hey, hey, how's it going, White Wolf? Or White Werewolf? I want to call you White Wolf because it's the company of the game that you play. But awesome. Yes, and then Malakai, tell us a little bit about your character and what does he look like?
Yeah, Malakai is a military brat, born to a military family. Spent his developmental years traveling around, following, how military works. He enlisted into the Air Force straight out of high school. He's 18 at the time. He was successful in that deployment. He earned recognition, caught the eye of the Technocracy due to his proficiency with both firearms and power systems. Signed up with the Technocracy for a second tour. Led a team, and for the first 2 years was on a fast track for the top brass to be promoted up. But he made some friends in a makerspace slash hacker group, and that was, unbeknownst to him, run by reality deviants. After the internal investigation, he ended up getting cross-moded over to be security on TG42. He currently just tries to keep his team alive while he's working out the remainder of his contract. He's 6 foot with dark hair, dark eyes, generally wearing jeans, t-shirt, and some sort of jacket. Actually, yeah, that's Malakai.
Awesome. Thank you, Malakai. All right. So, a little bit of a retcon. As you guys are going through the door or going through the portal in order to get back to your house, to Phaedra's house, Robert doesn't go through the door. He gives you a call as he makes his way back from Chicago. Well, from somewhere. The big city in the background when you.
So, like Phaedra's landline is ringing when we get back?
Who would you be calling, Robert, or how would you be calling?
I am set. I have loaded up multiple spoof numbers, and I'm trying to call every number I know for you guys. So
So
all
we
of
have
your
like,
phones start ringing.
I got one of those
So-
like generic red plastic phones in my apartment. If you want to pick it up,
so it's a lawnmower man situation.
yeah.
I'm just
Uh,
mowing.
I will pull out my cell phone because I'm a technocrat and I have that.
Fine.
Hello?
Where are you guys?
Who is this?
This is
Oh my
Robert.
god.
Oh, we're at Phaedra's apartment. What's
Okay.
going on?
Stay there. Don't move. I'll be right there. And then I hang up.
Okay. Well, Tycho,
Fuck.
put Malachi on the table. Also, strip.
I lift Malakai onto the table, and what now?
Take off your shirt.
Okay.
Also, take off Malachi's shirt because I'm gonna need you guys to do a blood transfusion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, is Malakai still in his power armor?
I assume that to transport me, you would have converted them back into the suitcase. Just because, yeah, it would be.
No, I'm gonna say that Malachi still has his suit on because that's one of the only things keeping him alive as well.
That's absolutely fair based on the amount of damage I took. So,
All right. Well, before you take off the suit, I'm gonna run to the kitchen and just start opening up cupboards and start rummaging through trying to find my serums of animal stuff, and I'm gonna find my salamander DNA to help with
Alright,
regeneration.
Assuming the suit is functional enough, I will interface with its mechanical backups on the back and make it so that it's in like lay down mode and try to get him to the floor.
just keep it out of
In-
hospice mode. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just and I'll start trying to take pieces off without killing him.
If you could remove the chest plate first, I'm gonna jam him with the syringe, and then hopefully that will help with his generation a little bit, so that you can then remove the rest of his armor.
You can do either an Arate roll of difficulty of 4, or you can do a hyper tech difficulty of 6 to get him to lay down.
Oh yeah. Wits or intelligence?
Wits.
Am I unconscious, or can I give slight guiding points?
Ooh, you're. I would say you're still conscious.
All right, I'm obviously very shitty at this, but I'm going to attempt to direct him towards how the suit works.
Ooh,
while he's doing
that is ridiculous. That's a hypertech roll.
Oh no!
Oh, if you murder me,
Well, he succeeded.
Oh
or
my
he
God.
failed, but he didn't.
Oh, there's a success in there. Okay.
There's 3.
3 successes.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Well, the way you said it,
Or
and then I
fail.
just saw the -1, I just thought.
Yeah, there was 4 1s in there.
Yeah. For people that can't see, that's 4 ones.
4 ones is what made me react to it when I read it.
That is
oh wow,
statistically improbable.
it is. It is.
That must mean this isn't a random generator. There's no way that could randomly happen.
You
man.
you see his suit just like convulse really quick and then stop.
There's for
Well,
a moment there was you guys hear self-destruct activated in 3, 2, and then
Oh fuck! This is a Mark IV. I am not familiar with this model.
So I will allow for Malakai to make the same rolls too, as if he can get himself onto the table and going. but I'm gonna have you have to spend a willpower point because you're at. I'm gonna put you at -5 right now. At the what your current status is the
Yep.
crippled, I believe.
Crippled -5. Yep. I will spend a willpower, and I will.
That will negate all of your negatives, and then you can do the same. Well, yeah, I'm
No,
gonna say that at this point, it's basically having to manipulate the suit still to get you there. So still same thing. Arate difficulty of 4 or technology difficulty of 8 for technology. Hypertech is difficulty 6.
All right. I am not a moron, and I have quintessence left. So I will be rolling a ret at a 3 because I'm going to spend a point of quintessence on it. You said the base for a ret was 4?
Yep.
Okay, I just want to make sure I got that right. Oh God!
Well, you spent a willpower, so it's 1.
So it's one. It's
No,
one
he
success.
spent a willpower in order to negate his successes. Or negate his negatives.
Yeah, my one willpower is just to balance us out. I stopped him before he actually did actual damage.
No. You didn't roll any dice. You
rolled
only
0.
have. No, it.
Yeah, you didn't roll any dice on this roll.
Yeah, you rolled a ret, but you gave it a
5 plus 0 minus
dice,
5.
Yeah, you gave it a dice pool mod of -5.
Because the -5 is coming from your damage. Which
Yep.
I don't think that's supposed to affect our Arate rolls, but I could be wrong on that.
That I'm shocked that the sheet is good enough to catch that. But yes, that's what happened. So how do you want me to handle that? Is the one willpower success enough to keep him from hurting me further, or do you want me to try to?
No, because you don't have the negatives, so go ahead and just re-roll, but take all of your damage away.
All right, clearing the damage.
Technically, it's still there, but
I'm just gonna roll it manually. I have a ret of 5 die, and my damage is greater than.
You didn't manually subtract the 5. It did that through the sheet.
Yeah, with the damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
That's 2, 4, 3, 4 for a total of 4 successes. That feels wrong to me. Oh no, the 5 counts. 5 successes. It's greater than 3 fail equals 1. Yeah. So.
Yep. 5 successes. Awesome. So yeah. So Malakai just kind of like, does his like, techno thing where he kind of gets onto the table, kind of lays down, and the suit is still keeping him alive, but has become merged kind of with the table, and just has like little like wires kind of like sticking out and like sticking into him in certain areas, like keeping him alive, and a bunch of like mesh and stuff kind of like keeping his innards in.
I like slap at Tycho's hand and then point to various points along it that will open up panels that won't take the panels away that are still holding me together. For access. But like this is no, stop what you're doing. This is how you take it off. And I just point to those.
It's not my fault you use the latest and greatest. I'm not familiar with this shit. The mechanical backups on this thing are all wrong.
I just salute him and then put my arm down because it's tiring to keep it up. Keep it
I got him on the table, Phaedra.
Cool. I don't have like a normal gas mask, so I'm gonna pour these chemicals on this towel. Could you breathe this in, Malakai, and go to sleep?
Well, based on the experience that I've had with Phaedra, I completely trust her and just breathe deep on the chemicals and do not fight the idea of passing out.
All right, Phaedra, do an Arate roll, difficulty of 4.
Especially because I'm now on a table and they're helping me, so I can relax a little bit.
Yeah, you're knocked out. No problem.
All right.
No concerns.
Okay.
Also, I believe the damage was described as a punch through the armor plates of my gut. So there is it sucks. It the whole thing sucks.
Oh, the pain, man. You must have been in so much pain.
Yeah, please save me.
All right. Before I make you take a nap, Tycho, I want you to go to my bathroom and go find my scalpels and my tweezers that I have sitting in a jar of bleach.
Okay, I go do that.
I give the weakest wave to Robert as he had entered the bed. Just, hey, buddy.
Oh, he's not here yet.
Oh, I thought he. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
In which case, I'm passed out.
Do I have to
Alright.
roll to find that shit?
I hope not. It should
Nope,
just be
that's
on the
fine.
counter.
Roll.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Don't. That's okay. I got my satisfaction of your failure so far.
One of
I
those
go get
like
that
clear
stuff.
face guards that I stole from like several hospitals. And just put one on my face, and I'm gonna slowly start picking out the metal before I give him syringes and stuff, so that when his skin knits back together, there's not metal in his body.
Thoughtful.
Do I have to roll for that? I'm basically doing surgery at this point.
Yes. So, if you want to take your time, and I'll allow for a medicine plus intelligence check, difficulty of I'm gonna go with 8 for this one, and that'll lower your difficulties. Your base difficulty for this will be a life 3 effect. Are you looking to like heal him up completely at this point, or are you just trying to get him to be stable so that he can self heal, um, and maybe like break off like a bring him up to 1 or 2 if you want to, or I would say you'd be able to get rid of 1 health level, so you'd be at -2, and then it'll take natural time, and you can speed up that natural time, so it'll probably be a week or so for him to be fully back up on his feet.
Phaedra doesn't do slow.
All right, so you're
What will
gonna
I need to do full heal?
at this point I don't think your chantry really isn't, or your place isn't really like or the paradigm isn't really altered, but you are no witnesses. I will allow you to do um or allow you. You can do a vulgar effect, and if you do a vulgar effect, its difficulty will be 7 for your base on the Arate roll, but you can heal him. It's just going to be straight up from where he's at to how many ever successes you get, and you can roll multiple times if you want. If you use a skill, every skill roll will be an hour, and every Arate roll is also every Arate roll will be like a couple minutes. So you could go really crazy and show off your shit if you want to heal him up in a couple of minutes.
Yep. Okay. So first I'll do an intelligence medicine check.
Okay,
To
so you're
lower
gonna
that
do the first.
difficulty.
So you're gonna spend an hour working on them before you do your magic, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So difficulty will be 8. You can't spend quiescence to lower the difficulty on this.
Is it wrong that I have the strong feeling that please roll
Got
20,
one
don't kill me?
success.
Got 1 success. That's all that you needed, though. So you don't lower the difficulty at all, but you spent an hour, and now you can do your Arate roll, difficulty of 7. This you can spend quiescence or Quinn on.
I'm gonna use a willpower and 2 quintessence to lower that to 5.
Yes. So 2 would bring it to a difficulty of 5, and you get 1 automatic success. So Phaedra, you can heal 4 health levels of damage, which I believe will bring you to a -1, and you'll be injured, I believe, right?
I definitely will be able to walk around at least.
That would, yeah, injured or hurt. I got 3 successes so far.
4 successes. So that's 4 health levels for him right there. So he's basically back up on his feet. You can do another roll if you want. Difficulty will be 7 again. You can spend another hour, suturing him up and shit, in order to try and lower the difficulty with a medicine roll.
Okay. Hey, 3 successes. So he should be stable now.
I just got to use whatever the anti-chemicals that you use to make me pass out to wake me back up.
All right, well, so yeah, you are 100% back up and fully healed. Phaedra, you do take you would take 3 points of paradox for doing that.
3?
Yep. Vulgar without witnesses. So one point of paradox per dot. Vulgar with witnesses is 2 points of paradox per dot. Magic used.
Aggressive healing.
I could be wrong on that, but I'm not looking at the book right now, but I believe that's correct. I've instituted these rules to memory. Therefore, it's
Uh,
Does the power armor still work?
I will fix that if she survives a paradox backlash from her healing me so fast.
what's your paradox at?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I am gonna do a paradox backlash, and I'm gonna let you choose. Do you want a flaw, or do you want to be blown up for your shit?
Give me a flaw.
Okay.
Don't take a flaw for
Add it
me.
to the list.
Don't take a flaw for me.
Go ahead and roll difficulty of 6. Your paradox difficulty of 6. Every dot you get will be points into a flaw, and
Roll
then
my
it'll also.
paradox.
Yep. So whatever you have, so roll 5 in 5 dice. Every 6 and above will take away one of your paradox.
Okay. Is that like a D10, D20?
D10. All D10 in this game. Oh, look at that. 3. So you can take 3 off. So the 3 that you got just gets transformed. And the flaw.
10's not double?
Oh, yeah. I guess we'll give you. Yeah. So, I'd say yeah for this. We'll still do 10s doubling, and so that would be 4 points. So you get 4 points removed. So you only have 1 point of paradox left.
Yeah.
And for the flaw for this, ooh, this will be kind of interesting. It's kind of a flaw, but it's kind of a little bit of a merit as well. But it's a really bad merit for you to have. You now have healing hands that that without you, if you touch somebody that's damaged, you will automatically heal them. It'll take a turn technically in the game mechanics if you want to use it offensively or like as a thing, but you also have glowing hands right now, like obviously magically glowing hands.
Well, shit.
Hope you like gloves.
Well, that's new.
Yes, and in the gloves do because you had gloves on. When you take off your glove is when you notice that your hand just explode. You just see like an explosion of like golden light coming from your hands, and it just kind of like shimmers in like would like light up, similar to like an LED light kind of shimmer around you.
Well, that's new. My phalanges are glowing.
You have reinvigorated my desire to be able to um, control.
You still sleep, Malakai.
Yeah, you're right. I am.
No,
I'm
he's
also
fully healed. He's back up and out of the comatose thing that you put him into because he's 100. He's fixed. There's nothing
Uh,
wrong with him, and there's not even a scar left.
He's feeling great.
okay. So I expressed disappointment of the lack of a scar, although I also understand that my insides weren't inside of me for a while, and that's a problem. And so, um, I have reinvigorated my desire to control and manipulate Paradox, and I will do so as you saved my life. You earned this from me.
I always knew my hands were godly.
Oh no.
Oh, that's just a side effect of probably radiation.
I have god hands.
It's science.
You
I
know,
open up my fridge and just down half my bottle of whiskey.
Oh jeez.
so I was thinking milk would have been a better option there, but you know, you do you. You do you.
I will
Everybody
also take
celebrates a different way.
I will take a
Yes.
shot of that whiskey.
Cheers, buddy.
So it's been almost about 2 hours since you guys got that call, we'll say, and you're probably actually booking it. So I'm guessing that this is about the time that Robert comes flying through the door.
That's just great. Couldn't have got here a few minutes earlier. I see you guys are enjoying yourselves.
Just saved Malakai's life. What have you been doing?
Coma?
What
We
was
also-
wrong with Malakai?
Well, we put his
Looks
life
fine
in
to me.
danger.
Nothing now, for these golden hands have healed.
What the hell is wrong with your hands?
Well,
Okay.
we fought some werewolves.
We don't have time. All right, Phaedra, I'm going to ask you a question that you've probably always wanted me to ask. How quickly and how well can you make clones of each of us here?
Give me your spinal fluid, and these golden hands can make wonders.
We have basically no time. I need to kill you,
Me?
all of you, like
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
It's gonna be hard to
And I
make that
think we're going to
convincing.
have to blow up Denny's to do it.
The fuck?
Robert?
Can we check? Can you check his brain? Do you have the brain checking thing? I'm speaking to Phaedra
Got a
right now.
plan.
Phaedra,
Okay,
can you check
so-
his brain?
Control needs all of you to die. I was just at a place where I don't know what's going on. They're talking about going to war with everybody at this point. There's more people than I've ever seen at these places. Like there's something big happening, and they want us dead before it happens. And we need to make it look like we died, and
Okay.
we can't let Control know.
What about him? And I point to Tycho.
Yeah, I think it's me too, right?
How far can I go, Robert? Like, obviously, this is
We
This
want
is-
this to be convincing. We're talking
Make it
about
happen.
Control.
Quit asking questions.
perfect. I need
And I'm guessing you don't want to blow up your house, although I mean
no.
I don't know how long you're gonna have to play dead. So you might not
Uh,
be able to come back here for a while.
I need
But
a
the
cloning
best place
bat.
I could think of was Denny's. because at least we know Control can't see what's really happening in there.
Okay. In order to clone ourselves, I don't have a cloning tank. We're going to have to go break into Progenitor Academy to clone ourselves.
Wait, can't we just go on the mission? Are they coming right now?
Hey.
I was
Was
told the
this-
next time I see you, you guys need to blow up.
Well,
Okay, so that tells me
there's one person that you're missing right
Well, yeah, that's true. General Bridges is supposed to be part of this too. If I can't kill him, my plan is I'm going to message Control and let them know that I have my only chance and that I need to go down with you, basically. They expect me to survive. I don't think it's going to happen. So, all of
Well,
us
no, this
fake
is
our
great
deaths.
news. This is great news. We only need to kill you because you betrayed us,
No,
and we were able to overpower.
Control keep coming.
Yeah, I like
Oh, you're
Robert's
right.
idea. I've been
Oh,
planning
you're
for
right.
this for a very long time, and I just scream over to insurgents. Code 3. I want to have insurgent because I would probably at this point been like going full paranoid, uh, looking for a clone vat that's close by in the area. Or maybe,
Yeah, you would know of there is a little lab inside of the UW that has a clone vat, and you know that is not very secure. You know, it's one of the least secure kind of ones, and is a singular tube, and usually is not used. You know, except for during the weekdays. So during the weekends, it's
perfect.
usually open.
So what we're gonna do
Or
is,
at night, you know, nobody hanging out at night there.
perfect.
Just campus security.
And we need to make these without anyone knowing.
Oh, we could just burn the building down too while we're at it, or just burn that place instead of Denny's.
Yeah, I mean, that's maybe. That was just my first thought. I'm open to ideas here. I've just driven way too fast, way too far. And can I have some of that? And I take the bottle of whiskey.
So since we don't really need 100% clones, because we're not going to be transferring our memories in it, it still has to be believable. So Robert, what I'm going to have you do is I need you to store our surface memories for all four of us, so that we can input that into the clone if they investigate the bodies.
Minus the last, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
some nice stories about childhood.
Yeah, just some
shit.
chunks. I can just make it look
Chunks.
convincing enough. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me grab this information while I'm at it. Will you all sit down at the table and lift your shirts and breathe deeply as I jam the syringe into your spinal cord?
Okay. Well, you had me up until spinal cord.
Yeah, give me that bottle.
I will wave at all of them laying on the table. I am not interested in getting up yet. I'm comfortable just sitting here, laying on this table.
Well, if you would have just stayed asleep, I was going to steal some of your fluid anyway.
You probably have it from the whole process. You know, when I was connected to the table.
Nah, I'm going to do it again anyway.
I
Does it
started
hurt? Please tell
attaching.
me it doesn't hurt.
Immensely.
All right, fucking do it. Just fucking do it. I'm gonna murder you if you use this against me in any way in the future. As long as you understand that.
Come at me.
I'm a little delirious due to all the raging chemicals in my body right now.
I started attaching leads to everybody's heads.
All right.
I thought we were gonna leave
Normally,
the
this is a
clones-
bit of a slower process. I can't guarantee it's not going to hurt a little bit.
I thought the clones were gonna
Your
be the
thing or
ones
my
that were
thing?
dead.
Yes.
Yes.
Like we're making body doubles of us.
It's
right?
like, Malakai, I don't know what you're flipping out about. I have to get my own spinal cord fluid. It's like, this is going to be a complicated scenario for myself.
I got murdered yesterday
You
by
did that
some
About to get
kind of
murdered
wolf.
again today. Let's do it.
Hell yeah. As I jam. I
I'm pretty sure
just,
you got murdered today.
yeah.
That was like
Nobody
3 hours
told you
ago
to
you got
stand
murdered.
in the middle of the road.
Congratulations. You're going to get murdered twice in one day. Not many people can say that.
A portal opens up
I,
in your living room, and out pops out a camel and a fox.
Ah! Oh, wait. Hey,
Oh,
guys.
I'm done with this. I just lay back and relax.
I start having second thoughts about whether you guys are actually traditions.
That was not me.
I hold up the bottle. You guys want some whiskey?
No, but we have located the object that you were seeking and can give you directions to it. But I do warn, there is a weird man there. None of us could get a good look at him, which is weird. But yeah, we have
Like
scouted
he was,
the area and can give you a safe path to this this cube that you speak of that is emanating with powerful energy.
Could you guys get us there?
Possibly. Let me go talk to let me go talk to Bear real quick, and they go hop back into their portals.
Okay.
Look
Tycho,
around with my mouth open, and I assume someone's going to fill me in on this one.
And just
I look
before we
over-
jump into the portal, you all get a flash of memories of like what they had seen and stuff like that. You just see like this darkest gray, grayed out kind of figure of a man in a cloak, basically, that kind of is hanging out around what is a giant altar that has the cube that you guys are seeking, the cube that is powering the shields of altered Earth, and it's in this like this weird kind of uh, almost Egyptian kind of looking kind of structures. But you also see, and it kind of catches your eyes, that you get these like flashes that there seems to be some crazy advanced technology laced throughout this entire building. You get a very kind of ancient aliens vibe from this.
I look over at Ricky and I'm like, Robert. I look over at Robert and I'm like, that looked fucking cool.
Again, gonna need someone to catch me up there.
So we fought some black spiral dancers, which are like bad werewolves.
Familiar.
They killed Malakai, and then
They
we brought him
murdered you.
back.
I'm
And
assuming that has something to do with, then I kind of point over at Phaedra.
Tycho engaged with paranormal activity, and these entities helped us find information. But in order to do that, we had to kill some black spiral dancers.
well,
And
we had to
Malakai
deal with them.
stood in the middle of the road for some reason and got gut punched. So hence why he's on the table.
But they found the cube.
Yeah.
For the record, I got gut punched, so none of you guys got gut punched.
Yeah.
Just lay back.
Also, I would like to point out, it was a statistically improbable gut punch. Like, I ran the numbers. That was crazy.
Did you? Okay, well, if you watch the replay, the first damage roll he rolled was 3 10s and 2 9s. I mean, come on. But yeah,
Yeah, that's
that
fun.
was
That's what I'm talking about. It was a statistically
That's funny.
Yeah, and then when we got back, again, statistically improbable, I kind of almost killed him again.
It's
All right.
okay, man. I got you. I still got you. I still got you.
So, if they can get us to the cube before Control can catch us, do we not have to fake this? Because we're about to basically
That's-
stop Control anyway?
I mean, that's
Well,
what I was talking about earlier, but you were pretty insistent on it.
No, hold on. Stop.
I'm with Phaedra. I'm with Phaedra. Go ahead.
You guys are under the assumption that if we stop Control, then they'll just say, "Oh, okay, I guess our problems are solved."
Oh no, I'm leaning
Carry
very
on our
much
business.
towards
Yes,
either we need to do this or this needs to be the end
we
of
have
Control.
no choice. We have no choice. We have
Yeah.
to do this because there's no coming back and acting like everything's fine.
I think that we
Our
have to
deaths,
die.
give me some time. I can alter your bodies. You'll look like different people, and then we can go back to Control then.
And also, Control has to die. I'm for both.
Well,
Let's start with the
maybe
first
we
one,
can
though.
think about that later.
Yeah, well,
Like-
let's start with the first one.
Maybe-
Let's start
So-
with getting
Control
us.
just needs some new vision.
Okay.
There's some correction. There's some percussive correction that needs to happen.
Course
And-
correction.
We know how that
So-
works with computers.
I hear a lot of talking, and I don't hear enough people lifting their shirts
I
for
press
this to
enter
ring.
and tried to rip some chunks of memories out of everybody's head.
Oh, no.
Was it ready?
Okay.
I
Go ahead and
I've
do
only
a
prepared for this.
for this. I'm just gonna do an arete roll difficulty of 5.
For me as well.
You can
for-
take your time on your thing. I'm just doing my part.
He's just doing a mind effect 3. Fine. Yeah. Go ahead and just roll difficulty 5.
All right, so while you guys are doing that, so in order for this plan to work, do we have to get General Bridges in the same place? And
Oh shit!
Well,
we
it
probably
is-
should
I think
take
so
Great body
because
too?
We
'Cause I'm-
absolutely should take him. And
Like,
let
well,
he
we
was-
should if we can. I already reached out and let him know what was going on, that we were here. Well, I didn't let him know what was going on. I let him know that we were here and he needed to come, and that we might have to move on without him and go forward. That's all I told him. But if I treat this as I went down with you, I mean, yeah, they'll keep going after General Bridges, but he's kind of
used to
aware
that.
something's going on. Yeah.
This
I
is the
wanna
same
blame-
man who had like a robot running around doing his stuff for him while he was in jail. I think he should be fine.
Mom.
There's a good chance that he knew Buck personally before, even before Buck became Buck. Let's. I want to bring him.
You
It's
should
my vote.
You want to bring him
Techie.
along?
you should probably tell your mom. Less people, less problems.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think my mom generally knows what's going on, and at this point, I'm pretty sure anybody I reach out to is a
You're
target.
gonna get murdered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, her and the general are already part of some sort of like conspiracy with a bunch of reality deviants, so I think they got it handled.
Okay.
Like they
well,
already know something's wrong. For whatever reason, we are all destined to be a part of this in our
I
own
just
way.
don't want your mom to like go full Rambo if she sees your dead body and then decides to take down Control herself.
That's fair. That is very fair. Also, what was the difficulty of the arret roll that we
You
were?
do
Your
have
mother's
an
been through a
emergency
lot?
contact, like special like pager. I'm gonna say, or something like that you can like press a button, and it's basically like this is an emergency. I need to talk to you now, and magically, not magically, but she'll get the message and be able to communicate with you. If you want
Cell phones.
It's kind of like that, but it's a little bit different. It's like breakthrough barriers go across entire space, in time.
Yeah, it's a
Besides
super cell
time.
phone.
Not-
In fact, that gives me an idea of what I'm going to do then. I believe I summoned a messenger spirit before, like a messenger pigeon.
Yep.
I will do so again through
Fucking reality.
technological means.
Yeah, but you're still accepting that there's spirits out there and that you should interact with.
I ran around with werewolves. Of
Yeah,
course,
I
I know
know.
what spirits are.
You're just freaking out all the other technocrats, dude.
I'll do it in the bathroom then.
My finger gets
Oh my
itchy on that delete us button again.
Oh man.
Seeing a lot of spirit activity in this room since I got back.
You know what?
Oh.
Troll is right. Fuck these guys.
Yeah. Wait, these guys have been messing with me the whole time.
Robert, you
Phaedra.
have no right to talk.
Real quick, Phaedra, as you guys, where is the bomb right now? Did you show them the bomb, or do you have it like hidden right now?
No, it's in my briefcase.
It's in your
Oh, he
briefcase.
has a bomb?
The
Wait,
fuck?
no, we don't know he has a bomb.
No,
Malakai
I'm
might
glad
know he
I'm
has a
laying
bomb.
on the table.
Are you still
Phaedra,
talking to
you
me?
have a compulsion to open the briefcase and kill everybody here. I want you to roll a willpower roll, difficulty
Oh,
of
Jesus.
9. You can spend a willpower, but you need.
That's
You
how
can
you're gonna
spend a-
make this? This is how you're gonna make my flaw? Like, I have self-preservation is my number one goal.
Yes, but
Okay.
that's the reason why you still. It's not just one roll for the will. Don't worry. If you fail, this is not automatically you're all dead.
I got 2 successes because I spent a willpower.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to hold back the compulsion, but you can feel that there is something, like the thing that's inside of you right now seems to have the same goal, and you feel this weird connection with something in outer space, and with something on Earth, and just all, and it kind of, you phase back, and while you were out, you were like walking towards and that's when you didn't have that thought. The thing had the thought, and the thing had like taken control of you for just like a millisecond, or not a millisecond, but like a second probably.
Did anybody else notice?
Everybody roll an alertness roll, difficulty of 8.
I'm going to opt out because I'm in the bathroom summoning a pigeon.
This alertness?
That's easy.
Perception plus alertness.
You said difficulty what?
Difficulty 8.
I just have never heard time spent
Can
in the
I
bathroom.
do deception?
Yes,
I mean,
you
I'm
can
also
use deception,
pooping.
or
Bring
if
it.
you want to hide it, then you can do subterfuge plus subterfuge plus manipulation. Difficulty is 6.
Oh, I screwed that up. Is that going to change the target number of mine, or is
Nope,
that
your target number is still 8.
okay?
It's
all right,
easier
so
for her to hide this.
Defender wins on ties, correct?
Defender does win on ties.
And I am.
Oh,
having-
he just had to come in with that.
I'm having. Wait, no, it
3
didn't work. It
successes.
did work.
Wow.
Had to
Yeah.
come in with that +1.
Do you have oh, you do have a -1. No, you don't. You shouldn't have any negatives right now. I see a -1 in there.
That's because I have it marked as -1. I didn't. I thought she was going to leave me at hurt, which
Nope,
I was going to be fine with.
Yeah, she fully healed you, so you get another die if you want to roll it.
Get a 1.
I,
Get a 1.
I'm going to give that. I'm going to give it a chance.
Get a 1.
We'll see what the dice say. What do they say? They say a 3. So
Damn it.
No,
no effect.
All right. So Phaedra, you are trying to hide yourself. Was that 2 successes you had on your hide?
Yeah.
You only have 4 dice for subterfuge plus manipulation.
Yeah, I only got 2 manipulation and 2 subterfuge.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
4 dice. Yeah.
I took you as
That
being
seems-
like this.
I
That's
leaned
off-brand.
well because I originally was pumping dots into street stuff like subterfuge, manipulation, all that stuff. But then as we started being on the up and snuff, I started pumping all my dots into knowledge instead. So I'm a little rusty, seeing as I'm part of a group now.
That's true. So Malakai notices that you are a little bit off, but Robert does not.
What specifically does she do? That
She seems
catches
to
my
like get
attention?
up and like walk over towards the suitcase, and then kind of like seems to like get just well, you could Phaedra, you can explain what do you do in order to get out of this? Do you like go
Yeah, like
over and check
I
the
got
light
up,
switch or a
went over to
window?
the suitcase. Was the suitcase by Robert, or did you have the suitcase, Robert?
Well, no, because I already ripped the stuff out from your guys' heads, so I stepped away while we were in conversation.
Okay. So I slowly went towards the suitcase, shook my head, uh, and then tried to play it off by like walking back towards you and like getting my syringes and stuff ready. So you saw me take a full 90-degree turn back towards Robert.
That doesn't help at all. I don't
Yep.
know who I'm supposed to trust at this point. You know what?
I didn't do
I
anything
only just got back.
super. Like, I didn't do anything super suspicious. It'd have been different if I had grabbed the suitcase, which I didn't. Uh, you could, and I have been drinking, so you don't really know what you saw.
Yeah, the question is, can I roll an insight? Oh, god damn it, that doesn't really work.
Yeah, I
All
mean,
right.
you can. Yeah, I would allow for an awareness plus perception roll difficulty of 8 to get a little bit more insight into this.
And yeah, and I'm specifically looking like I'm not necessarily against what she's going for, but I'm having trouble reading what the name on this is not correct. You said add 8 and 8.
Yep, difficulty 8.
I have had really good luck with these high difficulty rolls. That is 3 successes.
All right. So Jesus fucking what the fuck? Really? It's stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry, Phaedra, but your secret is out a little bit here because the insight that you kind of get, is when you like see her do what you kind of visualize and kind of see here is that you you notice that her actions, like her aura around her, is being kind of weird, and you don't really kind of believe in this stuff, or sometimes you see this kind of stuff, but there's just this weird kind of complete and utter change that came over her quote unquote aura, and then it kind of faded back when she shook her head.
All right. So I'm going to not be sure whether or not this is me being delusional due to only recently being alive again. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut. And you did say that her aura, in quotes, went back to normal.
Yes, it did.
So she went weird and then came back. But she is back. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut. And we'll deal with this once we figure out how we're going to hide from all of the murderous people.
You have so
At
much
which
shit
point-
going on right now.
Yeah, no, definitely a couple of things. I'm going to start. So I'm going to start hitting buttons and making the suit be able to release me so I can get up. I need to get up and get out of it before I can fix it. So I'm gonna begin that process. I'm being wary of both Robert and Phaedra, And fuck, let's throw Tycho in on this as well. But also, I'm not dead, so I'm happy. So I'm going to work in my suit.
So
I will need someone's help, maybe Tycho, on one other thing. While Phaedra keeps working on our stuff. And I open up my briefcase. And I pull out this little ball. And I
I'm in the
say,
bathroom.
"Oh, you're in the bathroom? Okay, well, I guess I'm looking at Malakai."
All right,
Well,
no, I'm
I
a
mean,
matter dude.
If I'm done with my stuff, then I can help you with that. But I gotta do my stuff first.
Okay, yeah. I'll wait till you come out of the bathroom then.
okay, I'm gonna start on Robert first. I'm gonna, from my vast paranoia, I'm gonna take double the amount that I would need of your spinal fluid, so I have a backup of the backup. All right.
Go ahead
So I'm
and do
just
an Arret roll difficulty of 5. Or this would be 6.
one success.
That's good enough.
Nobody.
I
It
would,
hurts like a bitch, but
yeah, I give him like a belt to bite on. All right.
No attempt at hiding my pain.
It's okay. Though this might be mainly your fault, I still love you. As I jam the syringe in the back.
wait, how is it his fault?
I'm the man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They wouldn't know jack shit if he wasn't part of our crew. Granted, if it wasn't Robert, it would have been someone else. It would have been dead long ago.
I raise my hand and just wave.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Malachi,
put it
you're
back
next.
down. Yeah, they never asked me, but I'm sure that I would have been the next on their list. I'm sure that's why I'm here. They Anyway, as you were.
Yep. Okay. I hand a syringe to Robert. I show him like on a diagram where I need him to place the syringe on my back, and then how much dosage I need, which I'm gonna also do double. I'm going to trust you, Robert. Please don't paralyze me.
You got it.
Difficulty 6, 2 successes, medicine plus wits. You
What
can
if this
spend-
is just Control's way of tricking us into making clones that they will jam our souls into that are compliant with their plan?
Sorry, what was the difficulty?
difficulty of 6.
Then we're gonna have to fight ourselves in the
Thank
future.
God. I can still feel my golden glowing fingers.
Wiggle your toes for me.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna take half of this and jam it into insurgent or insurance, my lizard buddy,
Yep.
for safekeeping.
Does he have like internal pouches for
Of
samples?
course he does. Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
I'm with Tycho.
He's cute. Fuck off.
I'm looking at a cute thing, and I think that he's cute, but then I think of this other thing, and then it makes him
You do know, like
internal pouches. I'm
he's
just
an
saying.
animal, but he's basically me.
Can I recognize a similarity between Phaedra's eyes and Insurance's eyes?
No, because they're a lizard's eye.
That doesn't mean I wouldn't recognize a similarity.
Okay, well, probably.
I mean, it would hurt it quite to hurt the chances, I would believe, but just saying.
They are brown. Okay. Malakai, did you unsuit yourself yet?
I guess that is a timing question for the GM. I would have done that next.
It's up to
Because,
you guys.
all right.
Because I'm gonna jam this syringe in your back.
I'm gonna ask. I was just like, well, can you do something to make it not hurt? And then
You can take a swig of this whiskey and also like bite this belt.
all right, I bite the belt first, and then I hit the whiskey through the belt because fuck it,
Yep,
do
2
it.
successes. Feels like fire in your back.
I'm gonna be honest. We should come up with a better procedure for that because I did not like that, and I go back to immediately like trying to figure out exactly what the most wrong. I'm working on the suit.
All this is a little impromptu, Malachi.
Yeah, if I would have had more time, probably wouldn't have felt anything. And
Yeah,
we could have had better equipment. But we're going old school now.
I'm all for it. If things would have went better, this would have happened at a time when my suit wasn't destroyed and I wasn't dead. So we're dealing with what we got to deal with. Let's go. Let's
Phaedra.
fucking go.
Yep.
Are those cloning vats able to be operated remotely?
I don't know what equipment the college has. We could just steal the vat and go to like, I don't know, Moxie's place.
I'm just wondering if we never actually had to leave here, if we could just. I don't know how automated it is over there, but
It's not like. What I could do is if we could find out a way to teleport our DNA there, I could send insurance to operate the vats themselves. He knows how to do buttons.
That's
now
creepy.
I've got the crazy idea of we reprogram. So if controls to be believed, this bomb that I have, and I pull it out because I'm done waiting. Apparently, this bomb will teleport the presser of the button back to the NWO base after it's pressed, but it'll blow up everything else around it.
Do you
So-
want me to program my clone to walk to
So-
Denny's with the rest of the group and detonate the bomb?
Maybe, I mean, that seems a little even far. I'm wondering if.
Do you think that it actually works that way, or do you think that you're gonna push that bomb and then it's gonna kill you? Because
Well, either way, I want to reprogram it so it doesn't teleport us back, so that So I don't even have to send a message to them, really. Yeah,
I can probably help
I
with
want
that.
to. I want to tweak it so that it doesn't teleport back, so that it looks
I
like
don't want to
it didn't
blow
work
up
and I die
Denny's.
with them. No,
So-
we don't have to blow up Denny's, but we got to find a place so we can do it that control doesn't see us setting it up.
No. I will give your clone the bomb. Because I can set their brain to do one command since they're not real people fully. You could probably just program to do like an action. Upon awaking, they will walk to Perkins, sit down, and detonate the bomb.
If you think you can
Denny's.
pull all that off,
Okay, real quick here. I'm just making sure that you understand what you're doing if you did that. Like,
you're basically bombing a.
I'm just trying to point out the obvious horrible thing that some part of the humanity that you have inside of you is screaming at you, saying
we
you're
can't
going to
quite do it there.
commit mass murder.
That's why,
So
I'm trying to come up with something better.
should we
I don't
go
know
to
that
a
there's-
park then?
This is gonna
Do we just
suck.
do it? Do we just do it?
Well, no, you
in
just do
headquarters?
it in the vat place. You try to make it look like we were trying
my
to make
God.
copies of our
Do we make
bodies, but
two copies?
Well, no, you make it actually. Yeah, that would probably make more sense because you try to make it look like we were trying to copy our bodies, but
Yeah.
didn't succeed.
No, because
So we load one copy with memories. We don't load the other copy with anything, and we blow them both up.
Yeah, and the second ones can be like half formed.
Yeah.
okay. We do not make a second clone of Robert. It will look like Robert came in, saw us doing that, and just said "fuck it" and
True.
detonated.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
What would it take to verify that the transporting mechanism actually works?
I would say a Arate roll difficulty of 4, and you need more than 5 successes. I'm not going to say how much more.
What spheres?
I would
Or
say
can Prime do it?
Correspondence would be needed.
Before I forget,
Correspondence.
can I have a willpower back from my mad scientist demeanor because I healed
Absolutely.
Malakai?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Because I've been doing a lot of paradoxical shit.
And then stab needles in our spines.
I'm gonna take a willpower back for that because that was hella simple. But I feel once I finish the clones, I should have a willpower
Oh
back.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Also, just as an aside, I'm waiting to do my spirit stuff in the bathroom.
Oh yes. So let's go ahead and do that real quick here. So what are you physically doing in order to summon the spirit?
So before I go in there, can I take one task from the portable node?
Yep,
That's
not a problem.
Sprett's task. Okay, so I take that in and I put it in a little dish, and I put it on the windowsill. And just like the werewolves taught me, these aliens that live in the other realm, you have to pay them to do stuff. So I do the thing that they taught me about messenger spirits, and I write down a piece of information on a little slip of paper that just it's not even interesting information, and I use my emitter array on my tricorder to inject using radiation the aura of the desire for information to go to another place, and that completes the ritual of summoning a messenger spirit of some sort. I'm hoping for a pigeon. Could be something else.
And so, just being clear though, what you're specifically trying to summon, what your character thinks he's summoning, is like a spirit of a dead pigeon, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of like the afterthought of a pigeon.
The afterthought.
It's trying to do things.
That's
It exists in another realm that's
Okay.
phase shifted.
Okay. Yep, I like that. Okay.
It's
So
like
that's
Star
I just-
Trek-y shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, is to make it a little less reality deviant and more of, yeah, I'm in contact with the pigeons in the other reality, and they can get information for me. They're a little bit different in the other reality, or in the other phase. And yeah, I like that stuff. Awesome, cool. Go ahead and give me an Arate roll, difficulty of you can. Yeah, I could say that you can do technology plus or hypertech plus intelligence difficulty of 6 in order to accomplish
Alright.
that task. Or you can do just an Arate roll difficulty of 6 or 5.
Right,
5 really.
5. I'll do the technology roll. There's no way I'm gonna get another 4 ones. Oh my god.
Fucking son of a bitch.
What is happening? What is happening in your life today?
Didn't get
Who
fair
did you
once,
piss off
but,
this morning?
But you fail, and therefore the magic doesn't go off, but you can try again.
Uh,
But it'll take it takes probably about 30 minutes per try for lowering the difficulty. Like a turn to do the action.
yeah. Okay. So that didn't work. Okay. So I didn't. Oh wait. Yeah, that's right. It's the information doesn't just have to want to go somewhere. It has to be something important. So I write a secret on a sheet of paper.
Okay.
And I do the same thing. I irradiate it with the desire to move. So still difficulty 6 on the hypertech roll.
Yep.
God. I spend a willpower. Ah, great. Yeah, 5 successes. Or 6 with the willpower. That's fucking great.
All right. So
okay.
difficulty is 3 for the Arte roll.
Jesus. All right, 4 successes on the roll.
All right. So yeah, you're able to summon a messenger spirit without a problem.
All right, and so the way it kind of looks is the tricorder type thing is kind of sitting next to the dish of Tass, and it's shooting out like not it's not particles people can see, but like when it hits a spirit, it kind of creates a ghostly form.
Maybe the viewer can see it.
Yeah, like I can see it because I'm
'Cause you're
hypertech.
special.
I don't know. Yes, because I'm special.
It's like the viewer.
Yeah.
Yes.
So can I communicate with the spirit?
Yes. So the pigeon arrives and says, "How may I assist you? I would help you for a task today. Give me a burger tomorrow." Wait.
Yeah, no, I get the reference. There is a guru in the area named Walter. Do you know of him?
I do.
I would ask you to carry a message to him.
I can do that.
Something is happening. The world is nearing some sort of end, I'm not sure. And I know that you and the rest of the Cairn aren't happy with me. This is Tycho, by the way. But I just was hoping you could tell my mother that those bodies, that isn't us. We're continuing the mission. We're going to Altered Earth. I just don't want her to think that I'm dead.
We'll do that. Do you want me to also deliver this to her?
No. The places she is, they would detect you. But Walter has ways.
All right.
Also, shit's going down. Like, you should get away from Earth for the next few weeks after you deliver that message. Go somewhere deep.
Will do. Thank you. Who flutters about?
All right. And I finish pooping and I come back out.
I'm waiting by the door.
Wait, now I have it in my head that you just shit out the spirit.
No, nope. It flew into the windowsill. That's what it did.
You shat
right.
for a whole hour.
And Malakai, what are you up to?
Don't question my methods.
Honestly, there's a lot going on. I'm primarily going to be focused on we haven't determined where we're going to die yet. Is that correct?
Oh shit. Can I retcon something here real quick? I forgot to add one thing in here real quick.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
So
Disappointed
while
that I
you were still on
reminded you
the
of it.
toilet and you were doing your summoning trick is when a big giant bear appears in the bathroom through a giant portal. And he you can
Walking
see
out
it
with a
just
bear?
take a big whiff of your shit smell that's there and just looks at you with this what the fuck? He says, "I can take you guys to the desert if you wish now."
Oh, thanks. Um, we need some more time.
Time?
Can you
Okay.
hang out?
Are you taking a shit? Is that why? Is this a bad time? I mean, I saw the signal, so I figured
Hey,
this would
people
be a
don't
good.
shit in the woods like you do.
Oh,
Please don't piss this bear off.
no, that's a good point. Point. I don't even know why I'm offended. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I will. I can hang out for a while, and because you saved our car, and I'm all for opening up portals for you for a little while. Looks like your guy almost died trying to save us, and feel bad for not being able to help with that. But I'm a portal bear. I'll get you where you want to go.
Oh,
I'll be
cool.
back.
Oh, okay.
Well, or call me. Do that thing. It's not in the shitter. I don't know why I'm offended,
Okay.
but I am offended by your shit. And he goes
That's
back through the portal.
and I turned back to the pigeon who saw that whole thing, and I'm like, I don't know what that was about. But
Pigeon was probably offended too.
now I exit the bathroom
And now you exit
and,
the bathroom.
and apparently get ambushed by a spinal cord needle.
Yeah. You're the person who ran off from the bath to the bathroom.
I was
It was already off from earlier.
taking care of stuff.
You get no. You just have to take it raw. It's fine.
And with him getting stabbed in the back after he gets out of the shitter is where we're gonna do a little cutscene here. We're gonna go over to the um, little break that we're gonna take for the halfway point here. We'll take a little 15-minute break here, or about. So we'll be back at let's say 8:45 p.m. And thank you all for watching. We'll be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm sorry. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Technogate 1999. And we find ourselves back with Technogate Team 42. They are preparing to fake their death and just had a giant bear spirit pop through a portal in the Umbra and see Tycho taking a shit. That was fun. Anyways, uh, so you guys are currently discussing the ways of getting your guys selves cloned, which there's a little clone vat that you can get access to at the UW. And you have a bear spirit that is willing to teleport you guys around.
Oh yeah, I tell everybody. Yeah, while I was in the bathroom, that a bear spirit showed up and said he can take us where we need to go.
Really?
Yeah,
I
well, I mean,
I actually believe you at this point. So
I didn't use those words because bear spirit. Let's see, a phase-shifted entity that has taken the form of a bear in order to, conform to our expectations, has offered to use to enhance our correspondence devices.
And your data devices.
Yes.
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I believe that. As I'm over dissecting insurance to boost his intelligence.
All right, so do you guys want to just teleport over to the to the lab.
I
Yeah.
thought we were gonna send insurance over, and he was just gonna do it.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that
I suppose we could just have it all be.
If we can pull that off.
Yeah, that's fine. And
Well, don't
because
we
I
have to
think that's
be there?
even cooler, and I forgot about that.
First,
I'm just
first
gonna
we
give
have to
that an
modify the
automatic.
bomb.
Oh, yes, you do have to modify the bomb. So for modifying the bomb, when you check it, you do not need to do any modifications. I'm gonna just give it to you because it's such a low roll, anyways. To eventually you'll be able to break through. Um, and when you originally or when you break through the thing on that, yeah, it's coded to kill everybody.
Oh, so we don't even have to tamper with it.
Correct.
Fantastic. I love control. All right.
They're nothing if not reliable.
to explain to people who don't know what my pet is, insurance is like a gecko chameleon hybrid with bat wings that can cloak itself and has the intelligence of, I think at this point, like a 10-year-old. So he could take simple commands that has my DNA stored in it.
Okay. Yep.
So wait, are we doing the double clone thing or just a single clone thing?
I liked the double clone idea where we've got one set of all of us, and then a set of me,
Set
Tycho,
of
and
the rest of you,
Malakai.
yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like Robert caught us trying to clone ourselves and then detonated the bomb.
For me to sell my component of it, I was expecting to leave the armor in the blast radius.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah, I
that's
suppose.
sad.
Am I going to have to
Oh.
leave my briefcase?
Ooh. Giving up
Can you
some
get a
valuable
replica?
items.
Was that the thing that set off?
Oh,
Did you
that's a
set off the
unique.
bomb
That's
from
a
it?
unique
Yeah.
foci if I have ever heard of a unique foci.
But Robert, wouldn't you, because of the stress of the job, had prototypes? Can't you just leave one of those behind?
Huh.
Well, wait. We have to go back here. What's the narrative that the
Yeah, no, that's.
bomb is
I can
supposed
leave
to
it behind, I think. I
like?
don't
Do we
think they
need
would
to
see
do all
that as
this?
too suspect. Well, they definitely
Also,
need to think that we're dead.
yeah. So what's the narrative, right? The narrative is we went to this place to clone ourselves. We got halfway through it, and then Robert betrayed us and blew us up while we did it, right? So it
And
needs to
Robert
be
came in, saw us doing that, realized his cover was blown, and detonated.
Well, yeah, because the idea is that I think it's going to teleport me back to safety.
Yeah.
And
So
blow
it
the
needs
rest
to
of you up.
be it needs to be 4 fully formed clones, one of which is Robert's that
Yep.
presses the button. And is it like half formed clones?
Yeah,
Or is it
4
just
partially
3?
formed. Yeah, or well, no,
Yep.
3 partially formed clones.
Because we're not cloning Robert for
Yeah.
that narrative.
Yes.
Yeah. That sounds
Okay.
good.
So are we leaving that up to insurance to do all of that? Because don't they also have to wear clothing?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
We
it depends on the heat of the bomb, like what's left of the bodies. If it's enough to completely burn the body, there should be no clothes left.
But I also think we should go for the most accuracy as possible, just because we don't know what we're dealing with.
Okay. We could
Well-
teleport some clothes over.
Well, the
there's-
GM
there's-
said that we were going to fast track this, so let's just let's go over the whole like let's go to the lab and do the whole thing,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then we'll use the bear to get out. So
Sweet. I leave insurance back in my apartment because, again, if something really goes wrong, at least I'll be back.
You save me is what you do. If it goes
Come and save me.
you come
Uh,
You go save.
I've saved a jar of all of us just in case in my cupboard, in my fridge.
Okay. So to fast track
Okay.
this, I would suggest I'll just narrate for a little bit from the player's perspective, and GM, if you want to jump in,
Sure.
if I fuck up. Okay. So we take all the requisite materials with us to the lab. We do the clones of the first bodies. We dress them up in some clothing that Malakai makes with, matter magic. I mean, matter science.
3D
3D print us
printing.
some clothes.
Yeah.
3D printing makes it so much easier to understand technocratic matter magic.
Yeah.
It really does.
And then while Robert is imprinting those first clones with our basic memory engrams, Phaedra goes ahead and starts building the clones that theoretically are going to be half formed. And then we teleport out of there and tell Robert's clone to press that button in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. So you guys basically initiate all of that. The bomb is only 100. And you analyzed it too. It will go 100-foot
Oh.
radii. So it just destroys
Can
the
we-
entire lab basically, but we shouldn't hurt anybody else.
I was gonna say, can we pull a fire alarm? Or would that
Yeah,
ruin the story?
you kind of analyze it that that would probably ruin the story, but you analyze it and its structural integrity should hold up in enough areas, and there's like
Okay.
some other lab above you or something like that that shouldn't cause any massive damage and
These
shouldn't cause
places are
any
made to
supplies.
explode every once in a while.
After what happened in the 70s, sure. All right, cool. So yeah, you guys are able to. I'm gonna give us a good solid. I just like the plan. I don't think we need to go through a bunch of rolls in order to accomplish it. And I think that that's a solid idea. You guys make it out. Just as you guys go through the portal, you see the explosion happen behind you, and you're confident in the idea that everything has gone according to plan at this point. The bomb does have like a little scan and a bop of data that kind of goes out after the explosion because there really isn't anything left. But good idea on making sure to have like clothing and replicate it as much as possible because it takes like a snapshot. It's like, okay, this is who I killed, and sends it back to control. And as you guys like pop on through the portal, the bear bids you a goodbye, and you see about you that there's this giant. So it's about 100 feet tall. It's got very like Egyptian like stonework kind of structures and pillars that are holding up this giant room that's approximately maybe 500 by 500 feet. You guys are at like at the entrance of this giant door that stands behind you, all made out of stone, and it is completely closed, and there's like a gem at the very center of it. It's about 100 or about 50 feet tall and about 25 feet wide. For the door itself, there's like a gem in the center. All throughout the stonework is laced with what looks to be like steel of some sorts, and then with that is got like little what look to be like neon lights that just kind of lace throughout this and have like an electrical glow that goes all throughout the building, lacing the stonework art and kind of illuminating it all. Everything is in this kind of odd depiction of these crazy looking biblical kind of creatures, of winged creatures, or just there's like a one of death, there's ones of just let's see here, like just all the different kind of crazy. Let's see. So yeah, a lot of them have wings and crazy, just 30 eyes and just weird ass shit. And then it looks like they're like presiding over all of these mortals and humans that are like working on, and it's this beautiful artwork that is like almost looks movie kind of quality, or picture quality. um and you see this center pillar at the very center has the cube hovering above this like pyramid that comes to, instead of like a pointy top, it has like a flat top at the very center, and it stands about 15 feet off of the ground. Between you and that is just a sand, uh, like courtyard that it looks like. There's nothing really in between that. There's pillars, and then there's four pillars that surround the pyramid structure in the center with the uh, cube at the center.
I would like to look for prime sources, both traps and perhaps a node that might be nearby.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception plus awareness, difficulty of 6.
I would also like to scan for life forms.
Same thing, perception plus awareness, difficulty 6.
I'm gonna look around for that dude in the hood.
Perception plus alertness.
And I would like to scan for any, I call them psychic attacks, but really they're like, different frequencies and things that might be, trying to mess with our heads.
Awesome. Go ahead and make a perception plus awareness roll, difficulty of 6.
Holy crap. So we got 4, 4, 4, and then 7.
Okay, so
We're really heightened alertness at the moment.
everything seems to
We
be
just killed
powered by
ourselves.
quiescence.
Ooh.
It is not electrical energy that is powering this place. It is pure quiescence that is powering everything. The node itself is at the very center, by that the pyramid structure, but it is also there's enough energy here to power the device, as well as continue to power a lot of this place, like, or at least keep it at minimal levels of power. There's still power coming out of this thing. The structures and everything around here is definitely has like resonance of divine divinity behind it, and it has a very strong static, but then it has also a strong taint of Jor behind all of it. It seems like there's just like a little bit of Jor more than there is divinity in this place at this time. Um, and then there's everything's been made out of matter magic, like even the rocks and stuff like that. The steel is not even steel, it's enhanced, like adamantium like structure to it. The correspondence wise, there is a sense of warding here that should prevent most things from being able to enter, and for whatever reason Bear was able to break through that. But you can sense that it would take a powerful correspondence mage or data mage in order to hack through this warding that is up here. Let's see here for the So Tycho, you were looking for the guy, and you had 4 successes for that.
Mm-hmm.
For that, you do get a sense of something Grim Reapery kind of floating about, but you're not able to lock it down because it just seems to be like fading in and out. You catch it like out of the corner of your eye all the time, but you don't, you never get a fixed look at it. And I'm sorry, what were you doing, Robert?
Just looking for any type of like psychic assaults, like
Oh yes.
frequencies and that type of stuff.
So there is a psychic like drone that kind of is happening here, like a hum that's kind of emanating from the center here, but it is a calming effect. And it kind of can help you go into like a meditative state. But it doesn't seem to have any negative effects coming from it at this time.
Cool.
But you also feel like it could maybe go negative. Like there might be, you have like a feeling that there's something that's preventing a lot of the jour that's usually involved in this, and it seems only the divinity is getting through.
Interesting.
Malakai, you did have 4 successes with your prime check, so I'm going to say that you also get a little bit of a sense that the divinity is mostly what's left that's powering this place. There's still a strong sense of jour all around, but the power that's being left that's seeping out is what's left of the divinity energy. It seems a lot of that jour energy seems to be going into the device.
I point that out to Tycho.
Interesting.
Is there a way that we can go through this node into Altered Earth and then also stop the device on this side? Or does that seem like it's too much?
Well, I mean, yeah, we can just do the same thing we did last time. We just we have to hook up to it. The whole point of delaying till now is the stuff that we brought with us. We've got the task battery, and I think there was some other stuff.
Yep, task battery and uh, yeah, some other kind of like military hardware and weaponry and stuff like that that he requested.
Yeah.
Before. The bazooka.
And I'm guessing I've got most of that in like one of those correspondence cases that
Yeah.
I used to describe at length.
All right, so are you guys gonna start crossing to the pyramid, or are you gonna set up shop here at the front door, or are you gonna start, yelling to try and get the attention of the spirit entity thing, man thing, maybe that's here? I guess it's really, I guess I shouldn't say man at all. There's no reason why you would think it's female. Very generalish.
Yeah.
But
Can you describe the general layout again? Exactly where we are
So
in
basically,
relation to all this stuff?
where you guys are is at the front door. There is a giant courtyard in front of you, basically, that surrounds the pyramid in the center. A 500 by like 500 500 radii. It's like so it'd be 500 feet, or well, 1,000 feet by 1,000 feet square room that you're basically in, this giant ass super room. And in the center is the pyramid. You guys are at the front door, which is at the one of the walls, and in between you is just a desert, basically. Between you and the pyramid.
Are we on the inside of the door? I think that's where I'm confused.
You are in the inside of the door. You have bypassed all of the security.
Ah, I see. Okay. Well, we gotta get to the big square box that my dad presumably made so that we can go to Altered Earth and save reality. So I guess I'm just gonna like start moving in that direction unless anybody stops me.
Hold on there, bub. Let's take a look around here quick. You see the floor. What does the floor look like? Does it look like dangerous?
Sand,
Well-
but you don't get any like sense of sand pits or anything like that.
All right, let's go. So
Can I be in the middle?
that was enough for me.
There's a weird sense about this place, some kind of weird frequency. I'd love a chance to study it. I just don't know if right now's the time.
You hear
Yeah,
as
there
you
was-
guys start approaching the pyramid a voice in all of your heads. If you want to try and push out the voice, you're able to kind of shut it out if you want with a willpower roll, but it's not trying to do anything other than talk to you. And you get this message that kind of goes in your head that just says, "What are you doing here, and why have you come here? And who are you?"
I don't try to shut it out because I was expecting the hooded figure. And I will respond with mental images of spirit nukes going off, and just reply with words.
God.
We are here to prevent that.
How do you believe that you will prevent that which has been foreseen forever?
By going
I-
against the path that's set.
I point at the big fucking cube that my dad made and be like, because my dad made that. And now he needs our help to finish what he started.
I try to ask it if it can help us.
What help do you need?
I'm glad you talked first because I was just about to taunt it.
What help do we need?
Safe passage to the other side?
Yeah.
It's out
Forget
there.
that we were ever here.
What are your names?
I'm
What is
Tycho.
your name?
Don't taunt spirits like that.
I'm not trying to taunt it, but names
Yes.
can be a pretty important thing sometimes.
I am Tycho Vance, son of Buck Samsonite.
Ah. Interesting. And you've come to save the world.
Insofar as I think it is in danger, yes.
And what will you do if you save the world?
Continue living?
Maintain the status quo.
Oh, God.
What is the
I think
status
living-
quo?
What is constant?
I continue walking while we're having this conversation, by the way.
Same. Like what the populace deems to be the norm.
What are you willing to
Almost.
sacrifice in order to achieve this goal?
My time.
Anything.
Who are you again? Who are you to ask us such questions? You sound like you got control over this. What does it matter to you what I'm willing to sacrifice? None of your business.
Malakai.
Hey, I've had a rough couple of days. All right, that's all I'm saying.
There was a time when they used to call me Bahamut.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh shit! You should have led with that, man.
I told you names were important.
Which is why I wanted yours first, and I have read your fates.
What
Do
did
you
you
speak-
see?
I see a light that pierces darkness. But I'm
Do you
not sure
intend-
if it's enough.
Like these hands?
Do you intend to impede us? Do you intend to impede us?
I have not decided yet. You guys
What?
arrive at the pyramid at this point. So the pyramid is, 15 feet up. So it's you kind of have to climb the pyramid if you want. It'll be a difficulty 8 athletics roll. Dexterity plus athletics to climb up to the top if you wish.
Why do you do this to me? Okay, I'll try.
I'll catch you if you fall.
I am interested. You seem to be familiar with my name. Who do you think I am?
Suppose Phaedra would know. I wouldn't. Bahamut.
It would be an occult roll, difficulty of 8.
Okay, hold on. Let me do my dexterity athletics one first. That's difficulty 6 for the athletics.
Intelligence occult? Or just straight occult?
Intelligence occult, difficulty of 8.
What was the climbing roll?
I got 1 success.
Oh wow.
Jesus Christ, Malachi! What is that? Oh, is that athletics or is that occult?
It says shooty.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing athletics.
That's gotta be
Okay.
his
Um,
athletics roll.
I was like,
Oh,
you
I'm sorry.
you
I
don't
was
have
muted that
occult.
whole time. God damn it. Yes, that is my movement. I replaced firearms with athletics, and that's why it's labeled shooty.
All right, I got 3
My occult
successes on the
roll
climb.
is a 1, apparently.
I got 1. I made it.
Yeah,
So I'm going to say that Robert, you really haven't heard about Bahamut, but I mean, it's besides that it's it's a dragon
Yeah.
sometimes and stuff. Like there's some
The common lore, yeah.
the extremely common lore.
Yeah.
But there is the deeper knowledge that you guys kind of have out of this is that there is a creature that is kind of called Bahamut that is considered because let's see here. Tycho looks like with your 3 successes.
No, that was for climbing.
Oh, that is for climbing. Okay, so then we have
I
1 success from Phaedra.
Do not have a cult.
Okay, so Bahamut is supposed to be.
So basically, you know that it's associated with a sadistic goat.
Really? I thought it was the fish that like was carrying the ox, which carries the angel. Weird bullshit.
Well, Bahamut. Bahamut. Oh wait, no, that is not to be confused with. Baphomet.
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 Oh, yeah, see, that's what I thought he was talking about.
That is who I am
Okay.
talking
That's
about.
yeah, kind of what I.
That's much more what I was speaking about.
Although now I'm learning about Bahamut.
Yeah,
There
Bahamut
is
is
Bahamut
weird.
too, is another one.
I only know a handful of fallen angels, and he's one of them, isn't he? Or am
Baphomet.
I completely off base?
Baphomet is different than Bahamut, which is really weird. And like, how are you more strange than the goat?
Yeah, so there's it's possible that this is a fallen angel. It's the sadistic goat that contains binary elements representing the symbolization of equilibrium of opposites. Um, but from that's about all that you get for one success. That is maybe related to like the Knights Templar.
Well, that's fucked. Phaedra dissociates a little. Yeah, no, I still stand by what I said. That's still agreeing with his bigger plan.
I'm just starting to set up my scientific equipment.
Right,
Yeah,
no
I did not.
interference yet.
I did not climb the pyramid, but I want to start setting up. I would like to almost like rig up a VR that visualizes and creates an audio signal based on the underlying divine hum, so I can study it closely.
You are definitely not going to be driven insane.
I feel like we're all kind of already insane anyway.
That is a fair assessment.
We are the people who just murdered ourselves twice.
Hey, I only died once today. Technically, Malakai died 2.5 times because the
Going
other
for
one
a
was only
record.
partially formed.
My hands are still glowing.
Yeah, no, I would like to study that signal on like VR through headphones and like goggles.
I'm just setting up my scientific equipment so I can open a portal to altered Earth.
I'm very tempted.
That's
to
all I
try.
want to check is like, yeah, whether there's anything, whether it's influencing anything with us trying to get through.
I'm tempted to try to see Bahamut's full form just for reference for later.
You want your eyes to bleed? Because
I
that's
mean-
how your eyes bleed.
You also have to remember that it's just claiming to be this. It doesn't necessarily mean it is anything. But
True. You know me and curiosity.
There does seem to be some artwork that seems to depict like a creature that seems more. It seems to be more angelic in nature than the demonic depictions that you've ever seen of a goat-headed human with angel wings. But that's kind
I
of
always thought
like
the
you do kind of notice, like, because you guys got some pretty high checks when you guys were looking at things, and there's a bunch of depiction of a bunch of different angelic beings, and one of them is that.
well, I thought goats with angel wings are very pretty. What's wrong with
I
that?
mean, the depiction looks very angelic. Scary as fuck though, on the level of also angelic, because it's also more fucked up as well.
You know, I'm a progenitor.
Not demonic, just in the sense of like what the fuck? That's a thing. Like, but it's very like awe-inspiring.
Yeah. We do that in the lab all the time.
Can I roll my werewolf lore to see what aspect of the triad is being represented here, and whether or not it is
I'll just give you
being
that.
affected?
It would be Weaver lore or Weaver. There's a strong, and you kind of, and just from a mage standpoint, you're seeing as everything is very static, divinely static in here, but then is
Really?
tainted by Jor, by death.
Yeah, I was based on my reading of Baphomet. He seems like the creator of balance, which would be the uncorrupted worm. But I don't know. Tycho drops it and just he's like, that don't make sense. Back to opening portals.
You get that. You get that. That whole hook up to that box. Get that going.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
I want to distract Bahamut.
Or,
Bahamut.
Baphomet. Sorry, I'm just
Baphomet?
an idiot who can't spell or read and and one of the things that kind of confused me is like I read down and then it's like do not confuse with Bahamut, which is the thing that Phaedra was actually saying about the flying fishing weird thing. That's another cool weird thing that I wish it would have been that one actually. That'd be even cooler. But I'm gonna just keep it with this one for right now at least. Maybe it is that other thing, just a slide. In any case,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I mean, it would go with our lore of like constantly getting interacted with by dragons.
um, so
I'm just gonna distract him by asking him what kind of pie he likes. Well, all of my
well,
cohorts
he asked
are
you guys.
American.
We got onto that because he asked you who do you think I am, and so if you guys want to reply, or who wants to reply to him, if at all. You guys are going about your business. I know too.
I mean, did he say Bahamut, or did we just
Or
assume he is
Baphomet? Yes.
Baphomet?
Yes.
Who's currently working on stuff to get the portal open to get us out?
Tycho is. I know for sure. I'm not sure who else is helping with that, but yeah, it's you guys are just kind of doing the same thing that you guys have already done before. We will have an Arate roll at the end, but it's going to take some time to set up. Probably about 30 minutes to an hour if you guys want to. I would say about 10 minutes if you guys want to get it done right now, or you guys we're just a straight Arate roll. If you guys want to use skills, it'll be 30 minutes.
Yeah, I would use hypertech.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Tycho, do you need help with correspondence?
Oh yeah, I think so. I've only got its dimensional science 3, and everything else is at 1. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think you need my help with
I needed
Prime.
help. Yeah, and Phaedra for correspondence. So as I'm setting all the stuff up, I'm like, hey guys, stop talking to the disembodied voice and help me with this stuff.
Tell me, do you really believe that humans deserve to continue beyond that which God has dictated the end of the world?
I just gesture to Robert to like, hey, you handle him, and we're gonna go.
Well, as I'm like setting up keyboards and monitors, apparently, because that's how this works. I'll just think back at him like, I'm not supposed to make those decisions. I am doing what I think is right.
You're familiar with God? Not you, him, Baphomet. I ask him.
Why, yes. He banished me to hell. I believe
I
you guys
have
have
heard
a
of
little
that.
bit of taint on you from having been there.
Did he say that to everybody?
Was everybody in the abyss?
Oh
Well,
yeah,
I
Yeah.
was not.
I mean, I was.
I was. I don't think Malachi went.
No, that was the jetpack right before Malachi joined us.
All except for
There was-
and you feel all except for Malakai, it appears, has at least touched the fringes of what mortals would call hell. I believe that some also call it the abyss.
Oh, yeah. Not a place I'm itching to get back to anytime soon.
I feel. It
So,
is hell.
so why did you get cast out? I mean, we're a bit of black sheep ourselves, if you aren't familiar.
Because I tried to stop God from destroying all of humanity.
Well, that sounds very similar to the mission we're on.
Hold on. We're not stopping God from doing what he ordained. I would say it's more presumptuous of you to say that you know 100% what time has to hold. Only God would know that. Who's to say that we aren't going by his design?
Because
I
those
mean,
he
we
tasked
know.
to ensure that the plan continued the way that it should told him that it was going to end here. And all that debated and demanded to know why the story had to end here, why the song must be finished here, have never been seen from again. This is Yahweh's demand. Who are you to stand up to Yahweh?
I'm fucking Tycho Vance, bitch.
Baphomet, we got a saying where we come from. I like to rock and roll all night and party every day. This song ain't stopping, my man.
I take the last bit of whiskey that I took with me and I just down it.
You got that? You got that photon spanner? I just need that for a moment. I'm working on the interface device.
Baphomet, who were you to think that you could stand against God?
I hand
You did it.
Malachi a photon spanner.
Thank you for your assistance.
I did what I thought was right, regardless of what I was
Exactly.
created to do. I saw that it was proper for us to do all that we could to ensure that the song continued.
Let me tell you the story of a man, Baphomet. He is a man who was following his faith, and then he saw the light, and then he died, and then he came back from hell, and he is standing there in front of you right now. That man is me. And we're going to do this because this is what's right. I roll.
See, this is where the musical number should be.
Yeah.
I don't want to like.
Go ahead and make a charisma plus expression roll.
Passion? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it is.
There is.
Oh, crap, it is.
You could try and argue performance or
Etiquette.
etiquette.
No, it's not going to help either.
Oh, could I Can
Yeah,
I do
I'll go with it.
that?
No.
I
Or
don't have
empathy.
etiquette either.
I'm
Empathy?
empathizing
I'll
with him.
allow you to use empathy. Oh yeah, I'll allow
Yeah.
you to use empathy for sure.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty would be 6.
Oh, he's not that hard to convince. 2 successes.
You give quite an interesting point of view.
I've heard that before.
I like you guys. And it doesn't dissuade you at all that that there has been a divine path that has been laid out before you. Do you want to know what your fate truthfully is? Should I tell you, or should you continue on?
I look
Tell
over my
us.
shoulder. Okay, I was gonna go with something. I was gonna go with a different answer.
I was too.
I was gonna say no.
No, tell me, because this body will die, and that's fine. I'll
I was
have
just
another
gonna-
one later.
I'm a man of science.
Like I've already made the decision that like I've already done a lot of shit in my life. If I die and if heaven and hell is real, I'm probably going to hell. So I just never will die.
It's a good answer to that.
Interesting. I'll tell you this. I have looked into the fate that has been bestowed upon you, and I do not believe it is a fate that has been bestowed upon you by Yahweh, and that gives you a chance.
Who would have given us our fate if not Yahweh?
Yourself.
Oh shit. Are we gods? I look to my
Also,
golden
everybody
hand.
get a dot of destiny.
Ah, motherfuckers, we got places to be, and I throw the breakers to turn on the system.
I turn the dials to 11 and hit enter.
If you do that, then you will be at 10 minutes, which will be no Arate roll, or just an Arate roll, which is fine.
What's the difficulty on the Arate roll without a precursor roll?
Difficulty on the Arate roll without a precursor from where you're at, because you're not in the digital web anymore. Everything that's kind of going on. I'm going to set the difficulty at 7. Actually, I'm going to put it at 8. It's going to be vulgar.
I think we're all doing one.
Yep. So it'd all be, everybody gets a roll.
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Do we? I
Oh,
don't
God.
rush everybody else.
I spent a willpower.
She did.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna do
you-
a hypertech roll first.
It doesn't matter. Phaedra still failed. It fizzles the spell. You guys have another 15 minutes before being able to start back up again.
Now we have to listen to this guy longer.
Yep.
What is your fate? All right,
Science.
You have
That's my
convinced
fate,
me,
Baphomet.
though. You hear he says, and I will give you a lending hand, and like so like everything's like kind of fizzling out, and you can like one of the machines like sparks and kind of it's like shit, I gotta go fix that now. We're gonna have to start all over, and just as you guys are like thinking that the whole thing's just about to break down, you feel this like entity kind of come, and or a presence kind of fill up the room, and he doesn't reveal himself to you, but you've actually, yeah, he will reveal himself to you, and
Oh, shit.
you see it's standing about like 8 feet tall, giant wings, big bullhead. It's got multiple arms and multiple eyes. It kind of looks humanoid, but kind of not, and
It's
has
beautiful.
just this weird. There does seem to be a taint to it to a small degree, because it still does have some torment, but for the most part, it's angelic in its nature. And you feel the room kind of fill up and a portal open up between you and where you guys were trying to create. And you can see though that it doesn't look like it was the machines, because all the machines kind of explode at this point, but the portal is still going. He says, "Fight the good fight, but you may have to pay the ultimate price." And you
Thank you.
guys get sucked up.
I was gonna say, been there, done that, and walk through the portal.
Yeah.
My
Yes,
man,
indeed.
Baphomet.
All right, so you guys end up in Altered Earth, where you guys kind of pop out as you guys kind of like fall out of the portal. There's like a little warehouse that you have around you. There's a bunch of computers kind of set up and stuff, but there's nobody here currently. It's a room
We
that's
have
about like 10 or about 30 by 30. Got like bunch of like rations and stuff like that, a little refrigerator, couple computers and stuff like that that are set up, but nobody's in this room right now. There's one door out of here.
did all of our tech come through
Yes,
that we
all
wanted?
your tech came through.
Okay. I start looking around at the computers that are here, gauging technology level. What are just generally what the fuck are we dealing with here?
You're looking at so yeah, everything does seem to have a high tech value to it. It definitely seems like you guys have jumped into, what kind of autochthonia kind of looked like, and you've been to some pretty high tech places, but this has the same kind of general feel to it. The computer is extremely advanced. And the like containers are all very you know technocratic. Looks like Stargate, or it feels like Technogate to a certain degree too. The walls are white.
I am going to listen at the door.
I am going to pull out my DNA scanner, uh, and I'm gonna pluck a hair from Tycho, and then change it to get any DNA scan from either Tycho or someone who is related to try to pinpoint where his father is.
Tycho
Okay.
is freaking out because he's about to meet his father. He's trying to play it cool though.
So you do a listen at the door. So quickly, that'll be the one that's pretty easy, quick one. Go ahead and give me a perception plus alertness, difficulty of 6. The room is not quite soundproof. There's a possibility of being able to hear what's on the other side. All right. So, we got successes here. Is that 2 successes?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 for me
2.
at the door.
All right, with 2 successes and one success from Robert. We will have a. You guys can kind of hear there's something going on the other side. Definitely a commotion of some sorts, but you can't really make out what that commotion is.
I just shrug and
But it
look
seems
back
to
at
be
the other
constant.
two.
I'm still fiddling with my DNA scanner, so
Does the door look complicated to open?
Nope. It has like a standard. I guess actually it would be. It's like a little side panel that it looks like you kind of tap in order to open the door.
Alright, I'm gonna wait until the rest of the crew finish up.
All right, Phaedra, go ahead and make me an Arate roll, difficulty of 4.
2 successes.
He seems to be somewhere within, like, on. It seems to be on the other side of the door, to a certain degree.
Tycho, your father is probably on the other side of this door.
Like still sitting at one of the computers.
All of a sudden, the door opens, and in walks some dude with like a little baseball cap on. It says Max on the top, and he's got like short hair, black. He's in a jumpsuit. Looks like he's got a sandwich in his hand, and he's munching. And he like looks over at you guys, and he's like, "Holy shit! Who are you?"
Well, I mean, I got
Does my DNA scanner ping this person?
Oh, this is not instead.
Oh, okay.
For a moment there, it's like everybody like.
Like I would have been surprised and semi-disappointed.
No, it looks like he's like about 25 years of age.
My dad did say he had like allies.
You look really familiar. Aren't you? Hold on. He pulls out like a thing and he's like, "You weren't supposed to pop out here. What the fuck?" And he like puts away a little booklet. He pulls out a little walkie-talkie. And he's like, if anybody want to interrupts me.
Yeah, I don't know if I want him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I shoot him?
No. I was gonna say I was moving between him and the door, and I'm wondering if I make a mad dash to try and grab his hand for the walkie-talkie. I'm totally gonna fuck it up.
You go for the door. I'm going for the walkie.
He was faster than you. Bullets.
So yeah, I'm just putting myself between him and the door.
And I've got my hand on his walkie-talkie.
All right, make
So
a
we can't press
athletics
it down.
plus dexterity roll, difficulty of 6.
For both of us?
Just the walkie. So just Phaedra.
2 successes.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to succeed, and
How do you know who we are?
well, your dad said that
What
you
do
were
you,
coming.
and what do you mean where we're supposed to be?
Well, they set up the device out there.
Who are you?
Tycho.
All day.
Apologies if you're part of what we're supposed to be doing, but
We're a little jumpy. So we're gonna need a little more explanation.
Well, your
Again,
dad
fate
has set up a
has-
device out there that should let you be able to get through the shield. If you were at one of the node locations.
Oh. I mean,
Yeah,
I
we,
suppose that makes sense.
I'm
yeah.
part of the Max Resistance.
Oh, the hat. Max.
okay. I take my hand off the walkie. But I'm still eyeing him super hard.
So I stand up from the computer. Was I able to like verify a story? Does this look like this is actually the resistance?
Yeah, from everything you're seeing in the database, it's looking pretty verifiable. And if you want to do a dimensional science check on him,
Yeah, I do.
Got my lie detector too.
I'm guessing that's a ret 4.
Yep.
There's no way that's gonna fail, right?
You said it after it came in.
Yeah.
All right, well, you don't botch that, but you're like, it's a human.
Yeah. We took a different route. Is my father here?
Yeah, he's out there.
It kind of meshes with what Phaedra was saying.
I look at the door and I don't know what to do.
I pat you on the
slowly-
shoulder.
I slowly start opening the door and trying to peek out.
I walk towards the door with the intention of going through.
All right. So you get a peek out before Tycho just kind of barges through, but you kind of, as you're kind of seeing the door kind of slowly kind of open, you can kind of get out and you see a much bigger hangar in front of you, and what looks to be like a replica of the Technogate has been created here. And so it's a big giant metal encased black hole that stands about like 50 feet tall. But you also see what looks to be like a hangar bay that's also very similar to the Technogate hangar bay. And there are spaceships that are here, and you see a giant amount of people, hundreds of people kind of going about their business, doing, their standard operating procedures in order to maintain a giant space hangar bay.
So are we presumably underground in this place?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, when you said hangar, I was thinking about like a plane hangar above ground. So, okay.
Well,
So
I mean,
we're basically.
There's no way to really tell from where it is here. It's all encased, but yeah, it's presumably, it looks very similar to the way that you guys are in Technogate. In fact, so much so that it definitely feels like your dad replicated a lot of the architecture of Technogate itself. And you see down below, your father is standing down at the Technogate device, and the guy behind you goes, "You should really go down there. He hasn't slept in like 7 days, and I think he's gonna crack if you don't come through any day now."
Yeah. And I just look to you guys and I'm just like, just stay right behind me.
I got you back.
And I go towards him.
All right, so give me a description of your dad.
Oh shit. Let's see. So he's been gone for 20 years. He had been a legendary adventurer. So he would be, let's see. I was born in 35 or 30. Yeah, he's like 60 years old. Just a really
age, I'm like, that's not so old.
really typical old white man, but like still wearing like metallic spacesuits and shit.
Like
probably smoking.
Like the Rock old man, or
yeah, is he in
no,
shape, or is he like depression?
No, like an old astronaut.
You probably
so you're going for like the grumpy old man look.
He's like the dude from Jurassic Park.
Wait.
What's his
like
name?
the
archaeologist
I always pictured
owner?
him as being fit so that he would be fit all the time. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
he's fit. He's a fit guy.
Yeah, that's what I meant by the Rock 50, 60-year-old look. Like there's people that just never age, like,
yeah, but the Rock's a little far out on the fit scale.
True. That is true.
Especially
But I meant in the
Trying to
sense
think
of,
of
but he looks good for his age, though, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So he's not
Yeah,
like an old.
like
Like
He's
He's like Sam
Hugh
Neill if he
Jackman.
was fit. He's Sam Neill if he was fit.
I was gonna say like Hugh Jackman or
yeah, like a Hugh Jackman, but a little older.
And he's still wearing the spacesuit that you gave him. And you see
I
him
never gave
down
him a
at the
spacesuit.
track, and he kind of looks up, and you see just a big smile come onto his face, and we are gonna cut it right there.
Good cut.
And so we will pick this up with Altered Earth next week. Is going to be the beginning of your events that are on Altered Earth. And welcome to Technogate 2.0 or Altered Earth or Altered Technogate, I guess is what I.
Yeah, how long are we going to be on TG42 here in Altered Earth? Like another fucking year.
oh, we are gonna get murdered.
we
So
have a mission.
Not if my vicissitude could get to us first.
fast.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and give everybody. We'll do 6 experience. I'm going to give you all. This is a really good end of a good chapter here. Actually, I'm going to make that 7 experience because I'm going to give you like 4 for this, and we're not quite done with the story yet. So 6.
We're getting there.
Okay, I'm just going to stop at 6 experience points is what I'm going to give you guys tonight. Unless chat has anything that it wants to more experience that I should show her you with.
Go check, go.
I mean, I do have glowing hands.
You do have glowing hands that heal people.
I think that deserves like 2 extra points.
It just basically
Yeah, those are like
it
miracle
automatically
hands,
makes
too.
you do an
Yeah.
Arate roll for a
We
turn.
are the charters of our own destinies. We
Yeah,
are
but-
God.
So
Give us
does
5 points.
Phaedra know that her touch heals people yet?
I guess not really. It hasn't really touched anything. So we'll
How
see if
long
she
does
re-
that last? Is that a temporary thing? Will that fade? Or I just permanently have glowing hands? That'd be horrible to sleep
I don't know,
with.
that's another thing for you to study now.
I just can see you like dissecting an animal and it keeps healing while you're cutting it.
Oh.
No, because my hands
Yeah.
would be touching the scalpel, not the person.
Well, you gotta brace the animal somehow. You know, you got your other hand.
Yeah, I know. You
Bracing them.
use the other hand to manipulate the skin and get things in there.
And
it
apparently
goes- the
Phaedra
healing
wear
goes
gloves
through
when she's
gloves.
dissecting. Oh, the healing goes through gloves. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
The glow doesn't.
Also, why is she dissecting living animals?
No. Oh yeah, it doesn't
Oh.
resurrect, it just heals.
Oh wait, no, she
It's
would.
Phaedra.
wouldn't
It's
she?
Phaedra.
Yeah.
Just to get this. Oh man, no. That might
Somebody's
go,
got to kill the animal at some point. Like whether it's Phaedra or not, I guess that might be a difference. But
Wow.
Oh man,
yep.
We went
my
there.
character's truly fucked up.
You are the next
You're-
bad guy. You.
You're an interesting balance of because you're almost like the Baphomet. You got the vicissitude, but you got glowing healing hands that are super pretty.
So right. Yeah. If my character was a D&D character, I'd be a chaotic neutral lich. That's what I'd be. All right. Well, y'all have a good night, peeps.
Yeah, that was a great game. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching, and have a great night.
Hey, everybody.
Good night.
And I.
All right, we are free and clear. Sweet, well done, guys. That was perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I love that Robert comes in and he's like, "Okay, fuck all your plans. We got shit. We gotta kill ourselves." You guys are like, "What?" Have a good one. Yeah, no, that worked out perfect. So now we're in the new setting. But you know, yep, yep, you're out of the you're out of the control technocracy and now you're into the alternate technocracy. You guys are, ooh, yeah, yeah. Spicy Technogate. I was very tempted to like at one point to be like, yep, it's just all insanity. Lost his mind.